when peaceful change is made impossible, violent change will be made inevitable. We are getting there. You have a good one, sir. Thank you so much. So that is Sir Makinde Emmanuel. Idris has joined us. One of us seems to have dropped off, so I'm just going to go straight to your first one. You also have 5 minutes, sir. Good to see your face again.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. All right. Thank you, Mr. Michael, for everything that you do. More strength and energy. So, I saw something today. Also, I'm going to touch base with what you said yesterday about your experience at the embassy. Uh, so, I saw where they were protesting today in Nigeria for, they call it prayer protest. Prayer protest in regards to, they said the sovereign that Tinubu created from all this subsidy removal and everything. So the next thing for Nigerians to do is to be protesting and doing prayer protest.
Prayer.
So, are you all hearing me?
Yeah, we can all hear you. You are on the screen because you are the
Okay.
one talking. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, that kind of surprising to me that with all these things we've been talking about, prayer protest. Protest is the next line of action for them. Don't get me wrong. I believe in prayer, but sometimes we always put we don't take Nigerians don't take the bull by the horn. They always put the cart before the horse. So they don't do what they're supposed to do, in handling situation sometimes at the right time. Now, regarding the passport devaluation, that was devalued yesterday and your experience at the embassy. I said something the other day, probably that will be the last parliament, that when the tribunal ruling is about to come out, that two things will happen. It's either it will bring more honor to the nation and to Nigerians, or it will bring dishonor to the country called Nigeria and also to Nigerians. And one of the, and like I always said, my Egun, that everybody go collect. Now everybody go eat breakfast. Now it might now just be in different form, different kind, but everybody at some point will collect. And we already started collecting. And one of our what everybody will be collecting is what just happened to you yesterday at the embassy. Then also, and this has been going on for a long time. Anyways, I wasn't surprised, like how Nigerians have been treated whenever we probably at the point of entry or you are trying to exit. Once you are a Nigerian, they look at you somehow. The whole countenance will change once they know you are from that place. But should we say we were born to Nigeria by mistake? That it's an error that we were born in.
Is it a mistake?
Is it a mistake? But it's not a mistake. And I also want to say one thing today, that sometimes we look at all these our leaders, that they are stupid, or they go, like for example, when they went to Rwanda, governors went to Rwanda for whatever training they went to. I was shocked.
They wanted to go and learn how for good governance.
So I was saying to myself, like, so these people, they are you telling me now that I'm not saying this to mock Rwanda or something like that, but this is a nation whereby people are supposed to be coming in and be tapping knowledge from us, not we even going to them. Not we going to them. They're supposed to be coming to us.
Bro, it's like these criminals are bag of failures. They're like bag of failure, right? That
Yes.
tells you, they have nothing to show anybody that anyone is coming to learn from anyway, right? Go on, please. You have another 3 minutes, by the way. Go on, Baba.
Yes. So like you said, a bag of failure. So to the world, it's not going to be showing us, like portraying us like somebody that we are an entity that, like as a Nigerian, we don't know what we are doing. And that's not true. These leaders are very smart. I believe they are very smart. They just don't want to do the right thing. Because they will get inside their private jets, fly over here, either to the West, to Europe, to UK, all the nooks and crannies of this developed world, and they see the way things are done, but they can't even come and do what? Copy whatever they see over here, whenever what they experience, and establish it in the nation that they govern. The head of what is this man in the leader, one of the leaders in Dubai, Al Makaton. He said Al Makaton. I don't remember how to say that name. He said something one day. Probably their prime. Is it their prime minister, or I think probably it's their king.
They usually call them sheikh. They are sheikh, which
Yeah.
they
Okay, Sheikh Al Mak. Yeah. He said one thing one day. He said whenever he travels, mostly to the Western world or developed world, and he sees something that he likes, he said he brings it over and build it in his own country for his people.
For his own people.
For his own people. So who among our leaders for the past 24 years in this demonstration of craziness, greediness, sufferness, wickedness, impunity has traveled like they've always been and brought something and established it in our nation for their own people? I mean,
thank you so much.
So thank you very much.
Air Force One. It's good to hear from you again, Baba. So take it easy, okay?
Thanks for the opportunity.
I am going to go to Idris. The reason why some of the people that were supposed to be put on the screen are not on this screen is because, you see, some people still feel like, maybe until I call their name, that is when they're going to put on the camera. It doesn't work that way. When your camera is on, you are telling me I am ready to come and speak my mind now. I want to come and say my own. But when you join through that link and you put the camera off, you are telling me that you are not ready. But I'm just going to go straight to Idris. It is your shot, brother. We also have another 5 minutes, please.
Okay.